It says in time of Shlomo Melech, all the nations voluntarily came to Shlomo Melech and says, we want to serve you. We want to be with you. The similar thing says about Mashiach. V'nahara olav. The nations will come to him. Let me tell you an amazing reality which is developing these days, more and more, and we are at the threshold of Geula, my dear friends. Before I tell you what I'm referring to, let us say a kapitel Tehillim, thanking Hashem for the miracles, praying for the ultimate miracle, for the safety of our soldiers, for the return of the hostages, for the safety of the Jewish people in Iran and all over the world, for the safety of New York City. Mizmor l'soid orila adonai kol haaretz ivdos adonai b'simcha. Boi lefana bernard duka adonai elimu asanu v'lo anachna mamtzeh marisoi. Boi yishor b'soid achatzeroisoi b'sila hoido lebach hashemoi. Ki toiv adonai le'olam chasdoi v'yador v'dor emunasoi. Let us give some tzedakah. Please join me in that tzedakah. And here is what I'm referring to. President Trump, as you know, before the elections, he went to the Rebbe's Ohel. The Ohel is the place where they brought 31 years ago, is in Queens, a place of a cemetery, and it's a place where hundreds of thousands of people come to visit that holy place. The Rebbe would go visit that holy place where his late father-in-law is buried. And in honor of Gimel Tammuz, the 30th of Tammuz, that we have spoken a few times about the last few days, the day when the Rebbe concealed himself from us, and since then we don't physically see or hear him, but oh, is he present. And in honor of that moment, President Trump wrote a letter. And I want to read to you, I have the text of the letter, and I want to read it to you. Dear rabbis of Chabad Lubavitch, Melania and I are honored to send our greetings on the occasion of the Rebbe, and he writes the Rebbe's name, to the Chabad Shluchim and the millions inspired by him across our country and around the world. As I affirmed in my proclamation on education and sharing the USA, which I'll open and close a parenthesis, which is always done in honor of the Rebbe's birthday, Yud Aleph Nisan, a few days before Pesach. So he continues in his letter. The Rebbe, one of the most dynamic and influential faith leaders in modern history, helping launch a renaissance of Jewish faith in the dark days following the Holocaust. Among his many achievements, he was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal in recognition of his tremendous impact on our country. As time has worn on, his many blessings have only increased. His teachings were a core inspiration for the criminal justice reform, as seen as in the First Step Act, and Chabad Lubavitch rabbis and Rebbetzins run a whole host of institutions, whether religious, educational, or social, that have a tremendous impact on American spiritual life. When I visited the Ohel on the anniversary of the terrible attacks of October 7, I drew strength and inspiration from the Rebbe's legacy. When Edan Alexander was returned to his loving parents earlier this year, after an unimaginable ordeal in the hands of Hamas, the entire country felt the power of the Ohel at the Rebbe's enduring example. As is frequently cited in the Talmud, the Rebbe lived by the principle that when you save one life, you save an entire world. Through great strength, unflinching resolve, and much prayer, I am committed to restoring peace throughout the world, not least in the Middle East. As we witnessed over the past weekend, the stamping out anti-Semitic hate. As we witnessed over the past weekend, to stamping out anti-Semitic hate wherever it reared its head. In doing this, we will restore our country to its tradition of greatness and usher in a new golden age of the entire world. This, I believe, is the Rebbe's legacy. Signed, Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, draws inspiration from the Rebbe's teachings, from the Rebbe's blessings. This is Moshiach times, and there is more than that. But at this moment, we don't have time. So rendezvous in the Beis HaMikdash with the Rebbe Melech HaMoshiach.